Hi, welcome to this API Guys demonstration video. By this point, you should have already configured and installed your new blocker module onto your server. If so, this demonstration video is going to show you how to put it all together. If not, consider this a sneak peek of what you'll be doing after the configuration and installation process. To put your new block or module to use, you can take advantage of a send post process from within a campaign builder sequence, or a stored action set which can be applied to one or more contacts at once. We'll briefly cover both in this video. To get started, the first thing we're going to want to do is create a new campaign. To do this, go to Campaign Builder and click Add a Campaign. You'll be immediately prompted to select a name for your new campaign. Feel free to enter whatever you feel appropriate. For this video, we'll be leaving it as Untitled Campaign. Next, you'll want to establish a goal and sequence to be triggered when the goal is achieved. To do this, select Goals and pick a goal. Next, select Sequences and drag a new sequence onto your canvas. Associate the goal and sequence by connecting the two. Double-click on your new untitled sequence. Select Process and Send HTTP Post from the toolbox. Drag it to your canvas. Now double-click Send Post. This is where your custom requirements will be established. Add your unique post URL into the text field. Depending on your environment, your post URL will vary. Please refer to the Quick Start PDF file that was installed on your server along with the other contents of your purchase. For this video, we'll be using some generic placeholders. Next, we'll define some of the arguments or values being submitted. Let's assume that we'd like to make two changes to a user's contact record. The first thing we would like to do is copy the user's Phone1 field information into the Phone2 field. After that, we'd like to clear any value in Phone1. To do this, we'll need to break the process up into two HTTP post requests. We'll build the first post request now. While ignoring the contact ID, which should always be included in your post requests, let's add two new fields labeled Text to Save and Save To. Let's set text to save equal to Phone1. The easiest way to achieve this is by using Infusionsoft's Merge Field utility. Select the input box, browse to find the field, and select it from the list. When the request is sent to the server, this text representation will be replaced by the field's actual value. Please refer to your Quick Start PDF for more tips on field inclusions. Now let's repeat the process for Save To, which will point to the user's Phone2 contact field. Select the input box, and using the Merge Field utility, select Phone2 from the list. Unfortunately, due to how Infusionsoft works, we'll need to modify this text just slightly to avoid it being replaced by the field's actual value, because we want our building block to know the field name and not the field value. This is easily achieved by removing the surrounding tilde characters. Now make sure this post request is set to ready. Click back to Sequence, and while holding the Control key, select your first post request and drag it to a different location, which will create a copy. Associate the two by dragging the arrow from the first post request to the second. Double-click your new HTTP post request to enter its configuration settings. In this second step, we want to clear the value of Phone1. To do this, we'll simply clear the value of text to save, and adjust Save To so that it's pointing to phone 1 instead of phone 2. Now set this post to ready, click back to sequence, back to campaign, click publish, publish, and you're all set. An alternative implementation can be achieved by using the contact action from within a contact records profile or management page. To access this feature, select a contact and browse to their page as shown here with Demo User. Scroll down about halfway. Along the right-hand side, you'll see a drop-down list with the default text Select an Action. Open the drop-down list and select Apply Actions. This will open a new window with another list that says Add New Action. Again, open the drop-down and select Send an HTTP post to another server. The page will update to show an input field labeled Post URL. Enter your unique URL into this field as seen in the Campaign Builder portion of this video. Now, since Infusionsoft doesn't provide a way for us to specify post field parameters, we'll need to build our previous values into the URL's query string. If you're not familiar with the structure of a query string, it's characterized by multiple key value pairs concatenated using an ampersand character. That sounds far more complicated than it really is, so let me demonstrate this right now. The query string of a URL starts with a question mark and is followed by the key value pairs mentioned before. We won't need to enter a contact ID because Infusionsoft will do that for us. After that, the first pair of our first step was text to save equals contact.phone1 surrounded by tildes. And our last pair was save to. So we'll enter an ampersand, save to equals contact.phone2. Remember that we did not surround this field with tildes because we want our block to actually see this field name and not the value contained in that field. Now click Save, select the drop-down, and again click Send an HTTP post to another server. Again, enter your unique URL into the post URL input box. In the second step of our process, we also had two fields, text to save, which was blank, and save to, which was contact.phone1. This process will actually clear out the value of the phone 1 contact field. Now click Save, click Apply Actions to Demo User, and you're all done. Keep in mind that this particular form of implementation can be saved for future reuse within the Action Sets section of Infusionsoft, and can also be applied to a list of contacts, making for a very powerful utility that can be highly customized to meet your needs. Hopefully this demonstration video has been helpful in guiding you through the final stages of configuration and customization. As one final reminder, please be sure to review your Quick Start PDF for other details that we were unable to cover in this video. With seemingly limitless powerful customization possibilities, we hope you meet your unique business objectives and then some. Good luck, and thanks for watching.